Hello again, and here we are. Make another urgent video on the tariffs because there's a lot of speculation on X and other platforms. Let me run you through some numbers. This is really important because it's a genius move by Trump, so it's worth you listening. You have to know your numbers, finance and money before you have an opinion. So data is important, and here's where it's at. So tariffs trigger stock market drops. There's a rush then to treasuries, which is the US debt. That drops yields in the treasuries, and in March they were 4.38%. Now they are 3.96%. Inflation expectations then soften, and this should or could force the Fed to drop rates because the markets, whilst the Fed is meant to be independent, the markets influence the Fed. So the US needs to refinance, I think it's around 7 trillion in the next 6 months to pay out the bonds, and another 4 trillion within the next 12 months. So and bear in mind those debt numbers were done at 0.1% historically, but now would have to be, up until the tariffs, at 5%. So it causes a major problem for America, the economy, and of course its debt. Now, by getting the Fed to drop the rate to maybe it'll be 3%, they get to refinance at the 3%. So it's much better than the 5, not quite as good as the 0.1, but it's still better. So, of course, Trump can't say it openly. So the message has to be to protect jobs and level the playing field. And he can't come out and say, we're going to crash the stock market because we need the Fed to drop rates. He can't be as blunt as that, as direct as Trump is. He can't be that blunt. And look, I'm no fan of any politician, but you have to agree that this move is a potential genius move. Leave comments, because I'd like to know your thoughts on it as well. It's a big opportunity for investors. I mean, Warren Buffett cashed out billions and billions. He's got the highest stockpile, like over 300 billion or something, over the last several months. He knew this was coming, and I'm sure he's waiting for it to bottom and he will get back in. So leave some comments. Let me know what you think. I myself am monitoring the Treasury yields. I'm going to see where things go. I'm going to try and nail it at the bottom because prices in the stock market and crypto tend to go up an average of 40 to 60% after this kind of crash. Obviously, some got much higher. That's the average. And of course, crypto just does wild things. But I'm a fan of Bitcoin. It is the digital gold, in my opinion. So leave some comments. Let me know what you think. And I hope you enjoyed that video and it gave you some clarity.